All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how there might be, if you've missed out on this $7,500 discount, it might not be too late. If what I mean by you missed out, whether like you've had an order or you're trying to find an inventory vehicle, you don't have something locked down yet, but there's certain parts of people in the country that might, there's certain people that live in certain areas of the country that might get, kind of a Hail Mary or, might get lucky at the end of the day. So we're going to talk about it, some comments that I got, some, data maybe from there, but, it's going to be definitely interesting because I definitely did a poll just to see kind of temperature what's out there, and we can infer some things from it, and, we can speculate. And if you live in these certain areas, well, we talk about why you actually get my lucky. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. All right, and today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but definitely check that out if you're interested, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look. If you don't know, we'll quickly recap. Tesla is having a $7,500 discount on the Model 3, Model Y if you take delivery by the end of this year. So of course, this craze, like a pandemonium, I would say, of sorts, where inventory flew on the shelves, flew off the shelves. Like 2 days ago, the day after it was announced, it was insane. Vehicles inventory spiked up to like 400, spiked back down to like per vehicle Model 3 400, Model Y 400. It was like insane. Like vehicles pop up and they disappear in a second. So you can imagine Tesla took a lot of deposits, left and right. Probably people just gave them their money just to secure a car and then think about or figure out the financing and all that stuff later. But there's a good portion of people, not a good portion of people. There's probably a percentage of people, call it 5 to 10%, give or take, that, kind of just put their money down and didn't expect maybe a 5.3 or 6.3 or 7% interest rate. Don't expect, 11 to 12 to $1,300 a month payment, and they might opt out. So that's, probably a small sliver of people, because, Tesla buyers, or most people, I guess, hopefully are more intelligent like that. They know, like, they see a $50,000 or $60,000 car and they automatically assume it's going to be a more expensive payment. But, there's probably still a good amount of portion that, don't watch my videos, don't watch the credit videos like you guys do, and you're no more knowledge and informed to save as much money as possible. So thank you for that on your purchasing your Tesla. But right now, we know this. There's not a lot of inventory left in the country. Like right now, we can refresh 45 Model Ys or 43, and then 11? Did we just go down to zero Model 3, 11 Model 3s? The inventory charge, it's spiking down and all that stuff. But there's the thing, right? It's December 24th. Tomorrow's Christmas. Monday is also a holiday. So we lose a lot of time in those 2 days because, we all take time off. Maybe Tesla won't. We don't know if they're actually going to deliver on Monday and things like that. And also banks, unless you're going through Tesla financing is probably working overtime, but all the other credit unions, they have hours that they usually were going to take off. They probably didn't expect a lot of credit applications to come in. So unless you're going to refinance, which, some of you, might not want to do or able to do, and it's a different story. You might have to go through Tesla financing. But there's also something else that's happening in the country right now. There is a winter storm, from what I hear, in maybe the central areas, and there's just cold weather in other places. So if you're, unfortunately, if you're a Tesla owner that lives on the East Coast or Florida or Central, and you're still waiting for your car to get shipped to you from Fremont or Texas or whatever, just not because of, Tesla doesn't want to sell you a car or ship you a car or deliver your car. There just could be, human nature and manpower, reasons why your vehicle actually might not arrive. And unfortunately, Tesla probably wants to do everything they can to deliver your vehicle, but I also understand if it doesn't arrive and deliver by December 31st, there's no talk of Tesla extending that $7,500 discount. So what's happening, and I saw this on some comments earlier, like this one just popped up earlier today, 21 minutes ago. Quote, I had to cancel my order because Tesla couldn't give me a delivery until January 4th on the East Coast. And that's a real thing. So I guess the point of my video is saying that if you are in areas where there's a Tesla factory near you, like mostly California, and actually this happens every single quarter, like there's a logic to Tesla delivery. Like every quarter, first, second, and third, there's 3 months, right? And in the first 2 months, because of all the manpower and the logistic trains, whatever, they ship all the vehicles as possible they can to the further areas like the East Coast, South, and all that stuff. But basically in the third month, they kind of give up and they try and just deliver as quickly, as logistically, as efficient as possible to like the California buyers. And of course, this was a time when there was more order backlog in the queue. But I certainly understand if you're not going to get the vehicle by December 31st, I would probably do the same thing. Like if I don't get $7,500 off at the time of the sale, why would I take it? So most likely I would cancel as well. And there's probably a good portion of people that are probably going to cancel Tuesday, Wednesday, probably all the way up to Thursday because their vehicle got pushed to January. They kind of did some mental math in their head and, the tax credit, or they can't even qualify. I mean, there's probably a good portion of owners out there that, tried to jump on the 7,500. They don't qualify for the tax credit, the Inflation Reduction Act next year anyways. So they just want to, take advantage now, or it just doesn't make any sense to them. So I did a poll on my channel yesterday and I said, asked yesterday, what is your Tesla order status? And the 4 polls I got was delivery date set before December 31st. That's great. You get the 7,500. Took delivery already. I kind of put it in there just to see, how many people are, have already bought a Tesla. So 24% of the poll that says 306 votes. Of course, I know this is not a massive sample size, but it's still a temperature out there. And then 21% ordered, but no VIN. We don't know where these people are or in the country. Most likely they could be, anywhere really, California, anywhere. And then my 4th option, which was a 20%, portion of people out there of 306 votes, said EDD, which stands for estimated delivery date, which stands for the date range of when your vehicle would arrive, got pushed to January 2023. And if you're like most people, I feel like that get that message from Tesla, like why, like your $7,500 discount kind of evaporates and you don't actually know 100% whether you're going to get the $7,500 tax credit. So you might as well just cancel, maybe try and get the $250 back because it's possible, or I don't know, something. I mean, I guess if you cancel, you lose $250, but I guess you would try and push or something. But I mean, let me know you guys' thoughts on this. I mean, so basically at the end of the day, I have this hypothesis that if you live near factories, Texas, California, there's a good chance there's going to be a spike in inventory Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. So, or even, no, probably not Monday. Well, yeah, basically whenever Tesla is going to tell these people that their EDD gets pushed to, or estimated delivery date gets pushed to January, those people have to make a decision whether they want to keep it or not. And there's probably a portion of those people that, wouldn't get the tax credit anyways. So they might as well just move on and, move on. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Today's video is actually sponsored by my Calendly link. And actually, shout out to my latest Patreon member, Jordan H. Thank you for joining last night. I woke up this morning and had a pleasant surprise. Thank you for supporting the channel. You came in strong, so I definitely appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the content, and hopefully I helped you out a ton. All right, so let's jump into some questions and some comments. Great, Grant Dye. I wish Tesla would I wish Tesla will take into consideration who ordered and have estimated deliveries by 31st are eligible for the discount. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I wish it would. Willis, welcome back. Welcome to stream. Thank you for scheduling a call with me the other day. Picked mine up today. Thanks for all the advice on our call, Dennis. Thank you. Thanks for scheduling the call. Hopefully, I gave you a good amount of information. Enjoy your Tesla in good health. And let me know what you're going to do. Are you going to do some mods? We didn't talk about that part, but I always recommend ceramic. I recommend PPF up to a certain price point, like $1,500. If you do a lot of highway driving, if your roads are kind of, not good where you're at, and you're going to keep the car for at least 3 to 4 years plus. But I actually really love ceramic. I do it to all the cars now, and I try and pay around like $400 to $500. And the brand I recommend, I seek out and find installers that only do this brand, is Geon Ceramic. So definitely check it out. Charlie Baskets, would love to see you run that poll again today to see what's changed. You know, that's not a bad idea. I should run this, you know, every other day until we actually get up to like the week or something like that. Because, you know, I should run a poll like, hey, did you have an order in the queue and your DD got pushed? What did you do? Cancel or that's the poll I should run. I'm going to run that actually tomorrow just to get a temperature out there. T, welcome. Happy holidays. I reached out to Tesla. They might not be able to deliver it in Houston before December 31st. If this happens, then I'm thinking to cancel and wait for lower price Model 3. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, like it depends. Like, are you going to be eligible for the tax credit next year, the Inflation Reduction? Are you within those parameters? If yes, then, you know, it might be worth it to keep your order. If no, then 100% cancel your order. It makes no sense to keep it because it doesn't even matter to you. And I mean, I'm going to make a video this coming week on my speculation of the pricing of Tesla and what might happen in the next year through 2023. And Paul Fossey, actually a writer, I didn't even realize, like, I knew he wrote for, you know, electric magazines and stuff, but he actually wrote a pretty cool article that talks about like what he thinks. So I want to definitely shout him out and talk to him about that as well. And just to see kind of what the temperature of the pricing and stuff like, okay, I'm just clicking through a bunch of stuff now and all that stuff. But, you know, definitely thanks for watching. T, they don't have Tesla 3 inventory in Texas. My Model 3 is coming from California to Houston. Yeah, exactly. So that's literally it. That's literally what we're talking about right here. Like logistically, Tesla might not be able to deliver. So they're going to notify a bunch of people in these next few days that EDD is pushing to January. And a good portion of those people that get notified are going to cancel. And then Tesla's going to have to make the decision. Do we deliver still to Houston, or do we just kind of cut bait and deliver to California, which we know, like every single time a vehicle pops up in California, it goes immediately, like ASAP on like waiting for Tesla. It comes up and then it goes down because there's a good amount of people that just, you know, it makes sense for them to take delivery here. Well, let's go. Hey, Dennis, quick question. They comped me wheels and color of $2,500. You sick deal. But they charged me in financing and charged full price up front and then said they come me a check in the mail. Typical. Huh, you know what? I've heard of the comping, but I did not know, and we've seen the comping, but I didn't know they did it that way. Interesting. No, I'm not sure if that's typical. I mean, if anybody else has gotten comped or option credit where they basically waive the paint costs or rim costs or whatever, are they doing it that same way for you? I'm not sure any of the people I've talked to have had it like taken delivery yet, but that's interesting because then you have to pay, you know, higher sales tax, higher financing and all that stuff. But yeah, I guess you get that money back and you could, you know, but yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's definitely weird. Grant Ty, any speculation on hardware for which, when it will come and which model will we have it first? The only answer I really have to that is the next earning call is January 26th, probably like for Q4. And that's probably when they're going to announce the next, you know, greatest and latest stuff. But we don't know exactly like hardware for, I mean, when I bought my Tesla Model 3, they were going from hardware 2.5 to 3, and you know that they were speculating on that. Thankfully, I got hardware 3 on that time, so they've had hardware 3 for what, like three or 4 years. So it's probably going to be keeping around. Well, actually, no, they might switch it by this time, but who knows? But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it. Check out my Patreon if you're interested. Down below in the description if you want to support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.